Okay, someone's waving. Hi. We hope you're having a great week so far. Happy Thursday and almost Friday tomorrow. Welcome to this month Luvme Hair Academic. We're so excited to have all of you guys here with us tonight. I am seeing actually a lot of familiar faces from our previous Luvme Hair Academy sessions. Welcome back. And if you're new here, we're so happy to have you here tonight. So we're gonna take a moment to introduce our brand, Luvme Hair. Nisey, if you can go to the second slide, that would be great. So at Luvme Hair, we're all about innovation, creativity, and quality, especially when it comes to high quality human hair wigs and products. As a lot of you might have already known, our brand slogan is Love Me For You. So this brand slogan actually reflects our dedication to offering high quality wigs that exceed industry standards. What makes us unique is our commitment to providing a wide range of options to suit every style and preference. We believe hairstyles are more than just looks, they're powerful statements of personal identity and self-expression. Each of our products is designed to empower women everywhere to showcase their unique beauty confidently. And now let's dive into our brand story and how our brand was founded. Now we can go to the third slide. So back in 2009, fresh out of college, our founder Helena saw a gap in the wig industry, which was dominated by hair bundles. She noticed the struggle women face with these bundles and traditional wigs. Determined to make a change, Helena founded Luvme Hair in 2014, becoming the first brand in the industry to make wigs. So this September, we are actually celebrating our 10th year anniversary. So from day one, with listening closely to our customer, understanding their frustration within the wig industry, we have created a lot of game-changing products. Like a lot of you might have already tried the products, making it easier for every woman to wear wigs with confidence and style. Now we can go to the next slide. So we're so excited to have you guys all here tonight. Our goal for this workshop is to empower young hairstylists with professional training, essential resources, and opportunity. We believe in celebrating diversity and fostering a sense of community. We've been called the wig expert, and now we're proud to be the innovator in the industry. This workshop is all about creating connections, inspiring creativity, and making a meaningful difference in our community. We cannot wait to see the amazing thing you will achieve through this experience. Before we dive in, let's quickly go through a few participation requirements and price rules. Now we can go to slide 5. So first, stay engaged, attend the entire session, join in on discussions, and stick around for our 10-minute Q&A session at the end. If possible, please keep your cameras on. We would love to see your beautiful faces. So for prices, we actually changed a little bit, like comparing to last time that we had the workshop. So everyone who attends the full session tonight will receive a Luvme Hair gift package. We also have the grand prizes of free wigs. If you stay the entire session and complete the post-session survey, you will be eligible to win a free wig. So we will randomly select 10 winners, and the wig will be shipped within 7 business days. Please keep an eye out for our email with the survey link. If you'd like to be in the running for a free week, please definitely fill out the survey. Now we can go to the next slides. So for those of you who are not familiar with Zoom, here's a quick guide on how to use Zoom. So if you're currently on your phone for this workshop, please read the left section. And if you're currently using a desktop, head to the right section. If you're on the phone, you can double tap the screen to maximize the speaker's video. And if you're on your computer, you can double click the speaker's video window to zoom in. And now without further ado, I will hand the microphone over to tonight's demonstrator, Nisey, who will be showcasing some exciting topics for tonight's workshop. Feel free to post your questions in the chat room. She'll be checking the chat room for questions. And please mute your microphone so Nisey can focus on her demonstration. And just a reminder, we do have a 10-minute Q&A session at the very end. So you can keep track of your questions and Nisey will be answering them at the end. So now let's give Nisey a warm welcome.
Hello, everybody. How are you? That's good. That's good. Nice to have everybody here tonight. So first I would like to introduce myself. I am Nisey. And just a little bit about me. Let me make this a little bit smaller. I hope everybody can see this well. I was born and raised in Miami, Florida. I later moved to Valdosta, Georgia. This is where I met my husband. We've actually been together for 13 years. We have 4 beautiful children and is currently expecting the last one. It's a boy. It's be due any day now. So what actually got me into the actual hair industry is that it was a passion. It's always been a God-given gift, and I basically turned that gift into income, and then with that brought on other opportunities as far as to work with other brands. I've now been in the hair industry for about 11 years, and I own one of the most talked about beauty bars in my area. I love to create. I love to do different styles. I love to help women feel good about themselves. I love problem solving, and comes with it is art. I always feel like hair is power. I deal with a lot of clients that may have cancer, may have alopecia, maybe going through different things with their life. And some people feel like, they just can't do certain things. So with my gift, I like to give back basically. Um, and I just like to make people feel good about themselves at the end of the day. So tonight, I really hope that you guys learn something. I hope you guys pick something up. If you have questions, again, there is a Q&A section. I do have a model here with me now. She actually does have alopecia. So if you have questions, if you have hair and have questions about like ball cap or how to get your hair molded flat, I will be more than happy to actually answer it. But if you are someone that actually struggles from alopecia, then this is a way for you to actually learn also, okay? So tonight, what we're going to learn is basically how to measure the length of your wig. Sometimes when you get wigs, you just want to make sure that your wig is at its right length. And with that being said, it's very, very easy. I'll show you how to do that. I'll show you the lace cutting technique where you can do it with the razor, or either you can do it with shears, which if you've seen me on live, you've probably seen me use both of them by now. But a lot of times with the wigs now, you do have an option to actually have it cut. So, but it's a technique that you can learn. So it's never too late to actually learn. Also, how to change your part. Sometimes you have a 5x5 closure wig or a 7x6 closure wig, or maybe even a lace frontal wig, and you may need to just change the actual parting, but don't know how to make it set or make it hold. So I'll give you some quick tips as far as how to do that. That way you're able to get the most out of your wig and you can wear it in different ways. I know Glueless is in, but sometimes we want that extra security. So I'll show you both ways that you can make it glueless and also glued. That way, if this is something that you're wanting to do, it never hurts to actually know both. I know sometimes you may be going on a trip, you may want that extra hold, so you may want to glue. Or if you just want to throw something on because you got a girls' night or just finna run to church or whatever the case may be, you want to go ahead and you want to throw your wig on. But either way, it'll look like you left out of my chair or someone's chair. Okay. Now, baby hair is optional, but I know a lot of people actually struggle with the baby hair issue. Some people don't care for it. Some people do. So I'll show you some quick, easy ways to actually get your baby hair very thin and then also styling. The actual wigs that I have for tonight are actually curly. So I don't have like body wave or anything that's going into a curl technique. But you can always go back to the Luvme Hair page and you can find me. And I'm sure I've done some type of curling where you may be able to pick up that style. That's if you're wanting to know about curling. But as far as the curly hair, I'll be showing you different products and different things that you can use to actually maintain the actual curl without it looking bushy or without it looking dry, or you just want to keep it luscious. You don't want to be dripping wet, but you want that wet look. You want your curls to actually last, okay?
Hi,
So
Nisey. We actually cannot see you. For some reason, your camera is turned off. Everyone asked to see your face, so if you can turn it on, that would be great. Yeah, this.
sorry, I was showing y'all my slides. I was going through the actual slides, but that's fine. Hi. So the actual tools, and I don't know if you can still see the actual slideshow. So the actual tools for tonight will actually be a hot comb. I'm gonna take off the flat iron because the actual wigs that I'm using, it doesn't require the actual flat iron. The barrel curler, the wigs is completely different. So we're not going to be curling any wigs, but we do have a wax stick. I'll talk about the foundation that you can use, which is easily a foundation that you may use, you might have. You don't have to go purchase any if you want to, but if you do want to, it's an inexpensive little cream foundation that you can use. The small curler, which is for the baby hair. I know Luvme Hair have one, so if you don't have one, don't know where to find one, you can always add one to your shopping cart and you can add it. It's going to be perfect for your baby hair. As far as the holding spray that I use, you can use any holding spray that you would like to use, but the holding spray that I use, I'll show you exactly what it is and where I got it from. The heat protectant, you can use any heat protectant. It could be oil-based or it could be like a mist, whatever it is, but you definitely want to make sure that you have some. And then just a little light oil sheen, which is like a little finishing oil. Now, with curly hair, you can use oil. It's okay to use oil. Oil helps the hair, keeps it shine and keeps its lusciousness. So I know some people say don't put oil on your hair. It's okay to put oil on curly hair. It's the body wave and it's the straight hair and the hair with the bangs that you don't want heavily oiled because then it makes the hair look wet. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's get into these looks. Okay. Let's see here. Am I still sharing or do I need to stop sharing?
No, yeah, we can see your screen.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop sharing. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that you guys see. My model tonight is Stasia. I want to make sure this is plugged up. And this is my client that actually has alopecia. And we're going to be going through. Hey, Stasia. I hope she's close enough. Is she's close enough for you guys?
I think a little bit closer is better, so we can
Okay.
all see it clearly. Yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And Nisey, just checking, you can see the chat room, right?
I see it popping up, but
Okay. So everyone say hi.
there it goes. Hey, everybody.
So now she can see your question. If you have any questions, you can post your questions along the way.
Okay, I want to make sure this stays charged up. Hold on. Just a moment. Okay, perfect. If she's close enough, great. Okay, so what we're going to get into tonight. Hey, love truly rain. Oh, here you go. There's some familiar people that's in my chat tonight. So we have two wigs here. Both of them are closure. They are PartingMax wigs. We're going to go into, there's a longer one and there's a shorter one. So first things first with the wigs, this is the size of the lace, okay? Now, being that Stasia is, she really don't care for stocking caps. She feels like the stocking caps is hot, it's excessive, so we don't have to do one. But if you would like to put on one, by all means, put on a stocking cap. Luvme Hair do send HD stocking caps. So if you would like to put on one, you can definitely put on one. And I'll show you what the HD stocking cap look like. The HD stocking cap looks like this. It comes in your package. And they're HD, so they're very, very, very sheer. If you would like to use one, you can. If you don't, you don't have to, depending on your situation. If the stocking cap is brighter, because you want to get it as closest to the actual skin tone as possible, you definitely want to use a foundation. So when I say foundation, being that this would be Stasia that I'm doing her install on, I want to pull the foundation that I would use for her. Now, I know you guys have seen me on live a lot, and you guys may see me with number 16. Let me find it. You guys may see me wave this all the time, but they have many colors. They have many colors. They have many tones. And Luvme Hair also have palettes that you can use. But if you can't find your right palette, you can easily just go and get whichever one you have. If you are a makeup wearer, then this will be easy for you, because then you could just grab the makeup that you have and go from there. So being Anastasia, I normally do her hair all the time. So I normally will use a 12. Now for me, I use 16. For her, I use 12. And the reason why I use 12, I use the brighter one and I will mix it with this one. And this would give me her skin tone if I'm using a stocking cap. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this though, is you definitely want to put it under the lace. You can put it under or on top. It's easier to put it under because it gives you a head start, but you can also use a little and put it on top. Now, Luvme Hair do have some brushes. If you would like to add it to your cart also, this is the Luvme Hair brush. You can add this to your cart, and this could be your little makeup brush that you use if you do not have one. And this is the brush. And it's very soft, it's very fluffy, but this is what you would use when you are applying the actual makeup to the lace, okay? You put it under your wigs, okay, great. It's a game changer and allows the lace to disappear, nice melt, nice skin. Yes, it is. The cream foundation is better than the powder foundation. The actual powder foundation gives it like an ashy look. Oh, okay, I see a lot of girls that's in chat that is used to the actual ruby kisses. Okay, good. So you see I have product on my brush. And you still want to be careful because you don't want to overuse this, okay? So you want to do the shorter one or you want to do the longer one?
I can do the shorter one.
You want to go short?
Let me see.
This is the shorter one. Here's the longer one.
I'll do short.
Want to do the shorter one? Okay. So she's gonna go short today. This is the breathable, a breathable wig from Luvme Hair. As you see, my fingers go through the back of the wig. So it's breathable, so it's not hot. Her lace, she has more than enough lace space. When this was put online, it had braids on top. I'll have to pull that up for you if you're wanting this exact wig. It does have an elastic band where you can make the wig as tight or as loose as you would like to. I need this to stay plugged up. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the lace. Well, I'm going to go ahead and tighten up the band. Because I know this is going to be, I want it very, very snug on her head. Now, it does have a silicone neck piece at the bottom, so it doesn't have the adjustable straps. And the adjustable straps will just allow it to basically get a little bit tighter. But with the silicone band lays flat and it's very, very comfortable at the back of the neck. You actually use the even spray? Okay. Would the ruby kisses be better to me? Look more natural. Now, Mona, I do see your picture. You are fair skinned. What I would say is put the lace on first because you might not need it. But if you do, the ruby kisses, the brightest one I have, and they might have it brighter, but the brightest one I have is, let's see, it's number 9. So if you feel like this color will help, then definitely go with it. I want to get close so you can really see it. This is the number 9. I believe it goes brighter, but it's completely up to you. They have so many colors. So you just want to get with a brand that may have the actual color that you have, okay? Do you suggest getting a shade darker? I suggest getting your exact shade or as close to your shade as possible, because if you go darker with your foundation, what happens is it makes the lace look dirty. And then you're going to be able to detect your lace. So you want to go as close as possible to the actual skin tone as possible. So I would recommend going darker. The elastic band don't work because the unit itself is too large. You need a small 21-inch small wig. Okay, so I wanted to address this because somebody in my chat last night mentioned about the wigs being too big. Let me grab this. Hold this for me. Hold this up for me. So if your wig is too big and you need your wig smaller, what you're going to do is you want to put your wig on the mannequin. This is a 21 size head. This is a 21. If you have you a canvas block, invest in you a canvas block to your size head. Okay, so that's a 21 size head. What I'm going to do is put the wig on backwards on this mannequin head. Okay, now the wig is on the mannequin head. Get you some T-pins so that it does not move. Okay, I pinned it here and I pinned it here. If your wig is too big, I wouldn't adjust this area because it's breathable. I will adjust the solid area. So what I would do, hold this like this for me, baby. I have one right here. I would take depending on how big it is. So if you say your wig is really, really, really big, right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, well, 8. I have between here and here, I have 8 lines. And these lines that indicate the actual lace that has been stitched to the wig, as you can see. Okay. What I would do is I would take as many lines as you need. If it's not that much, I'm gonna go ahead and take 4. I'm gonna take 4. And you want to pin them together as if you're sewing clothes, okay? Just like this. Pin it together. That's 4 lines pinned together. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take you some needle and thread, and you wanna take from where you start to where you end, and you wanna sew it together. You see that? Then you want to keep sewing it. You want to sew all the way from left to right. You want to sew the entire space, left to right. Once you get to sewing, and I'm gonna pull the thread so you can see it. I'm gonna take this out, but you're gonna see that thread shrink that cap. See? You got that, ladies? And you're gonna go from, you're gonna start from left to right, but you're gonna go all the way across. See, hers don't have to be shrunk. But if you need to, what you're gonna do is shrink it. And you see how that kind of closed up that lace? I'm gonna do it a couple more times, but I'm gonna take it out because hers don't need to be shrunk. Hold this like this. So I'm gonna take it from the top to the bottom. Remember where you pinched it at and put that T-pin. You're gonna go through it and you're gonna pull. See how that's making that cap small? Now what that's gonna do is shrink your cap. So when you turn it on the other side, it's not gonna mess up your wig at all. It's just gonna pinch it. This is if you have a wig that is too big. This is how you're gonna adjust it. Do a couple more times. And if by chance your wig, you know, you want to loosen it up or need to make it bigger, you can. You see how we made that cap small? Yes, you can do it for any texture. Please show if possible if this tutorial can be cut. Okay, yes. You're gonna go across from left to right. Yeah, Daphne, you're absolutely right. So Tanisha, don't give away your wigs if they're too big. You can definitely shrink your wigs. You see that? You can shrink that wig. So you don't give away some good wigs. You also have an issue where the rim elastic band is too big. If the rim elastic band is too big, you can easily fold the elastic band. You want to fold it to where the flat side is up against your skin, and you just want to sew it the same way. Don't put the band on the skin part. You want to make sure it's flat towards your skin. Like this. And then you're going to sew it. So Cheryl, the hairline, if the hairline is loose, you should have once you adjust your wig, it should change the way your lace fits on your head. Yes, you can see the other side. You can fold, pinch, back and forth, sew it out. Yes, you can. Yes. So I'm going to show you the other side so you see exactly where it's at. So this is my finger. Let me release this from the mannequin head. So this is my finger. So I know where it's at. Ooh, grab that. This is my finger. And the only thing you see is that where the tracks got closer. You see down here, you can see the actual cap. But here, where my finger is, what it does is it just makes the hairline, it just makes it closer. I hope I'm able to show you good. Let me see. So this is the spot, and this is the spot. You can't tell. You can't tell. You just see hair. So it does not affect the hair. If it's straight hair, it does not affect the hair. If it's curly hair, it does not affect the hair. Yeah, you can't tell that the wig was altered. You can't tell. You can't tell. This works perfectly, y'all. I'm telling you, this is definitely something that you might want to take with you. Don't give away your wigs now. Keep your wigs, because I know we might not have that option to get bigger caps or get smaller caps. But this is a way. And you can tell that I altered it because you see how much space is from here and then how small it is from here. See how wide this side is? And then you see how short this side is. You can't tell. The wig shrinks. No one would never know. Okay, you got it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out because she does not need this. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just take the shears, cut where my knot is at. And because I didn't tie it off, take that, cut that thread. And you can see me releasing the thread. So let's say if your hair grow, you got bigger braids, whatever the case may be, you see me release that? And then just pull it. Now it's open. It's back to the original size. And just pull the rest of the thread out because I didn't finish it. Okay? So however small you need it to be, pinch it and get an idea on how much it'll be. Get you some T-pins. Get you a mannequin head for your head size. That way it'll be easy. Okay? Nisey, is that a 7x6? Yes, it's a 7x6, love. Okay? So grab your brush. I'm going to go ahead and put some lace. Put some makeup on the bottom of this lace. Completely cover it with your color. Thank you, Michelle. This is the unit that we're using tonight. Okay? No, this is cream foundation. Okay? Take a little holding spray. Grab your comb. This come in all your boxes. Luvme Hair comb. Just comb it back so you see what you're doing. Get you a hot comb. Now, Sonja, I don't always use the foundation. It really depends on the actual person. It depends on the person. It depends on the color of the lace. Because sometimes some lace comes like a scalp color. Sometimes lace comes like an ashy white. Sometimes lace comes dark. So it just really depends on what type of lace that I'm working with. But Luvme Hair lace is very, very good. A lot of their lace, it really melts by itself. You only need just a little bit. Now, tint spray, I'm not a fan of tint spray. I actually have some tint spray, but I feel like the tint spray gives me an ashy look when I did use it, so I don't use it that much. If someone uses tint spray and you like it, by all means, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I use a light holding spray, nothing too harsh, just enough that'll make me comb back the edges. I'll show you what I use, but you can use anything. Okay, you just want to comb them edges back. See that hairline? Okay. I use the Nairobi hairspray, but you can use any type of hairspray. Okay. Hold on, ladies. Perfect. So you can use any type of hairspray. If you use Pump It Up, y'all know Pump It Up has that hard hold. You don't want that, because what you want is you want to be able to move it once you put it on your head. So I wouldn't use Pump It Up. If you use a body fine spray or this type of spray, that's perfectly fine. You just want a light spray that will give you control of the front of the wig. That's it. Okay. Yes, I am going to use mousse. Yes, mousse is okay. You just want to make sure that you have a mousse that is for a curl pattern. That is for your curl pattern. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and put her wig on. I hope that information about shrinking the wig was helpful. If it was, can y'all give me some thumbs up or hearts or whatever type of emoji y'all see in the chat? Y'all may have an option at the bottom of the screen. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that I was able to help y'all. I understand. See, hers is on. Like just putting this on her head, is you feel it's secure. It's tight, Stacia. It feel good. Mm-hmm. Make sure it's around the ear. And y'all, she is not a closure girl. This girl wear frontals, okay? She is not a closure girl. Let me see where your feet at. Don't hit the thing. Yeah. And because she didn't use a cap, y'all see how it just melts in with her skin easy like this? Can we put the cake on? Yes, the lace disappeared, but mind you, we put it on up under. I don't think I'm gonna need to put some on top, but we'll get to it. So the next topic we're gonna get into, let me turn you to the back. Before we get into the styling, measuring. I know the girls want to measure your wigs. Make sure your length is your length. You're getting what you're getting. Luvme Hair do have some great accessories. Y'all can just build you a hair box that gets you right where you need to be. I'm gonna part her down the middle. You can see her scalp from the back. You see? The breathable wigs gives you air. The breathable wigs gives you air. So anytime you see a wig that's breathable, this is what it's giving you. So I'm gonna take a section. Just like this. Get you a measuring tape. You can get it from CVS, from Walmart, Walgreens, wherever you choose to. Take that number 1. Put it to the scalp. Take that hair, stretch it all the way down. This wig is giving 16 inches. This is how you're measuring the length of your hair. This is giving 16 inches from the top. If you buy wigs from people and not sure, know how to measure. From the nape of the neck, that 1, bring it down, 16 inches. You're getting your length, okay? If you're not sure, which I'm gonna clip back all the hair right here, but if you're not sure how to size your head, if you're not sure what size your head is, let me get some more clips. Take that 1 from the top, Bring it all the way around. And her head is a good 24. But she can do 23. Depending on if the wig has a lot of stretch, she can even do a 22. I know when I made her a custom wig, I think I made it on a 23 head. But this is how you get the length, well, the size of your head. So if you see a wig that says 22.5 and you know that your head is a 22 or 23, you can do it. If the wig says 22 or 23 and you know your head is a 21, you know you're gonna have to shrink that cap. I'm gonna put the cape on you because I know I'm gonna need to wet the hair. Okay, y'all have questions? Okay, so since you wear glasses, should you probably get a closure? You can get a frontal or closure, it just depends. Frontals are a little bit more maintenance, but they're definitely easy. Closures are really, really easy. You slip them on and go. Oh, you've been measuring wrong? Well, I'm glad that I was able to help you. How do you cut the ear tabs? If I had a frontal, I'll definitely it'll be easier to show you. But if that lace is laying over the ear, if it's laying over the ear, it's better to use your finger. Use your finger and just part where your ear is at, and everything that's over that ear, you want to cut it off. But you want to make sure your wig is on properly before you cut it, because you don't want the wig to be on crooked and then you cut too much on this side and then on the other side it's too short. Okay? Now, if you have a wig that's pressing against the back of your ear, you can easily take some scissors, same thing, cut what is bothering you. If you happen to have that little plastic piece that's on the side of it that be sticking in, get your hot comb. Use your hot comb and sit it on there. And what that's going to do is melt it. And as it's melting, you want to rub it and mold it flat. That way, when you put it back on your ear, you put it back on your head, it's not sticking you. Okay? Because I know sometimes there's a little sharp piece that be right there where their ear is at and you don't know what to do with it. That's if you cut it. You can easily get you a hot comb, sit it on that little plastic piece, and it will melt. I've done that with a couple of wigs a while ago, but it's probably so far down. No, it will not damage the unit, Sandra, because it's hurting your head. And whatever you're taking out, you're fixing it. You're making sure you don't have any further issues with it. You're customizing your wig to fit your head. You're customizing your wig to fit behind your ear. Okay? You're customizing your wig to fit your size of your head. Yes, definitely, you have been doing it right. Your ear's been hurting, girl, cut it off. Girl, cut that little piece off. Get that hot comb, that little metal piece that may be sticking out. Get that hot comb and melt it. It will melt. Use your finger. It's just like, you remember how back in the days when we used to wear braids and they used to burn the tips of the braids? It's just like that. It's going to melt and you're going to use your finger and mold it. Like even now, when they do it, like when they wear braids, you know how some people have them little plaits in their head and it may be look like it's been curled, may look like it's been wrapped. It's because it's the heat, it's melting it. So as it's melting, you want to mold it to where it's not hurting your ear. You're very welcome. Karen, if you've been cutting behind your ears too big, it's because you might be moving too fast. You may need to slow down. I'm not sure when the next Zoom meeting is, but definitely follow the Luvme Hair page. So when it does drop, you can definitely be a part of it. If you have a lot of extra space, you can definitely do so. I'm very glad that y'all able to get this. You're very welcome, Karen. You have a tan line across your forehead from glue and spray. Should you use a protector? Which glue is best for sensitive, active skin? Okay, so with skin is different. So with skin, you can sit back. So with skin, you don't know what you're sensitive to. So you may try a different product and you may still be sensitive to it. That's why it's good to know Glueless. That way you don't have to use no product, you know? So glue, it just depends. There's so many different types of glue out. There's so much glue out here because I have my own glue. I have my own glue line. And you may be allergic or you may be sensitive to one of the products in that glue. I don't know what it is. You won't know until you compare and contrast the actual glue and figure out, well, what's bothering me? Like once I put it on, is it itching? Do it feel like ants on my scalp once I put the glue on it? Some people just don't use it. If you're active and you're sweating, is it bothering you? It just really depends. That's why you want to find another product that you can use like glue if you don't want to use glue. So this is the lace adhesive bond spray. I know somebody in the chat said that they use the Even, but this is what I use. I use lace bond, and I buy this from Target. Lace bond. And when I tell you this holds, this will give you my wig I have on now is a wig I installed last night on Luvme Hair Live. I installed this wig on Luvme Hair Live. And y'all, I have not sprayed or put nothing on my head. So if you go look at my live from last night, this is what I put on my head. And you will see me pull and tug on my head. This is what I use. There's so many different types of spray. You can use the 𝐏𝐚𝐲. It's whatever you want to use. Some turn white, some don't turn white. But sometimes it turn white because you may overuse it. 𝐏𝐚𝐲 is old school. This what started it. But it's just say this is the blast freezing spray. It's a freeze spray. This say it's a lace bond. So this spray is more like a liquid. It's like a liquid tape. If you don't want to use no products, you don't have to. Go to your local beauty supply store. Say, hey, y'all have some lace tape? Get you some lace tape. They come straight, they come curved. If you wear it, I use the curved ones. I'll even use the straight ones. It don't matter as long as it's lace tape. What you would do, make sure your skin is clean. Use alcohol to take off any oils or anything that's on there. And what you would do is peel off that top. Lay it on that skin. Once you have it where you want it to go, this is no product at all. Peel that other top off. Now you got you some, now you have a section where you can put some lace. Let me see if I can find a piece of lace. Hold on. Matter of fact, I'm gonna cut a piece off of this wig. Take that lace or that hairline. You want to match it up with the hairline. Take that hairline and you want to lay it in that tape. it melts down. I didn't go all the way on the tape because I want to be able to pull it from right here. Okay. But you see how that lace melts into that tape? You're not going to be able to see it. Then if you're having an issue with the shine, go back into your makeup brush and dab where that lace is at. And where that lace is at, the shine is dulled out. So it's not shiny. And you can see it pull. But now when you get ready to take this tape off, you can either pull it off, which I wouldn't recommend because it hurts, but get you some alcohol or oil. That's another thing. And it'll come right off. But you still want to be gentle with it. But if you use tape, just make sure you're using it because you want it to last longer than just one night or one day. Another thing, if you're using any products that seal down to your head, if you're using any products that seal down to your head, use oil. Alcohol is okay, but alcohol does what? Dry. So it's drying out the hairline. Sometimes that's what helps cause sometimes that's what helps cause the irritation, because you're drying out the actual skin. So if you know you're gonna wash your hair or wash your head when you take your wig off, just use oil. Oil will make it come right up. If you're gluing your wig down, do not glue your hairline directly to your hairline. Again, do not glue down your lace directly to your hairline. Come in front, not too far. We don't want it looking like this. We don't want this. Ain't nobody forehead that little. Okay? We don't want that. Don't do that. But you want it enough to where your hairline may be back here. Your hairline may be here. But you got some give right here. That way, when you put your products on, it's not thinning out your edges. Okay? Yes. Keep the hairline intact. The girls kill me when they be giving me George Jefferson, because every time they put it on their head, they glue it on their hairline. That's not what we're doing. BabyHair do has a good oil-based remover, but if you want to use BabyHair, use BabyHair. I have one too. This is my remover. It comes with a spray bottle. But what I realized is when I had this, I said, you know what? If I get some Dugro oil, it works the same way as this. I could upsell my product. I definitely can, but if I could put some, if I could put some vitamins and some health into my hairline when I take my wig off, why not? So if I oil down with some Dugro oil, it's going to do the same thing. You only need to buy what you need. So the wig cap, if you're putting on a wig cap, the same thing. If you're putting on a wig cap, when you put that wig cap on, come just a little bit after that hairline. Don't start gluing because I do it. I glue the perimeter of my cap, but that glue is not on them edges. Yvette, right? No baby tonight. I pray. My doctor, she put me on bed rest. She said I'm doing too much, but we here, okay? when you glue your cap down, come above that hairline, okay? And then if you use tape, that's an extra hold. Some people say when I put my wig on, it only lasts a day or two. So if you put that tape on, if you go ahead and get that cap on, then go ahead and align with that tape, that could be it. Or you could go into your lace glue or your spray. That glue is going to give you more hold. So now you got 3 ways to hold your wig down where it stays in place. But any way you do it, you want to melt it down. Use your melting band. You want to definitely tie that band on it so that it melts into the actual skin. Yeah, the baby does kick. This baby is definitely ready. He's bigger than what he's supposed to be. So I'm struggling. Okay. I think the tape can last about 2 to 3 days, correct? Yes, the tape can last about 2 to 3 days if you tie it down. But if you go jump in the shower, then go get in, or if you get in the sauna, then go get in the shower, then get in the bed, you might have a little bit of lifting. But the tape will last. Now you got to remember, moisture reverses what you've done. So you got to give it time. And although you may have a band to tie it down, don't live in your band. That band, you have to give that hairline time to dry. Because what happens is that glue turns back gooey and it's not dry no more because you're sweating from up under. Some people have their band on for 2 days, 3 days, and wonder why their wig sliding back. It's because it's holding heat. You have to let that hairline breathe. Okay? You don't now, Kanisha, you don't have to glue the cap down. You can spray it down. It's whatever you choose to do. If you're going glueless, go glueless. I'm not using no glue when I'm doing glueless. It don't make no sense. If I'm doing glueless, my cap is pushed back. My cap pushed back. I'm not using no glue. Because if I gotta glue my cap down and then my wig is glueless, I should just glue my wig down. You should keep the band on only when you're going to bed. You should put the band on. If you're in a house and you're just laying around, just lounging around, use that time to let your edges breathe. If you know you're finna get up and start cleaning up and wash the dishes, put your band on, because now you finna sweat a little bit. Yeah, sometimes you just be banding too long. Hey, Texas. Okay. So now let's get into her install. Luvme Hair was so nice to send me some little scissors, y'all. Y'all can get this from y'all from the Luvme Hair shop also. I have a lot of shears, but I know my kids not gonna bother these because they probably gonna be like, what are we gonna do with these? But all of my other shears I have in my house, they take them. So these are safe. I know they're not gonna bother these because I think these confuse them. Little shears. I don't understand how they say glueless, but still glue it down. Anna, you don't have to glue it down. I just explained that. You don't have to. You don't have to. You use the sweat resistant band. You can. Use whatever works for you. Everybody body moisture, sweat is different. Everybody upkeep is different. You just got to find out what works for you. A melting spray. So it's a lace adhesive spray. It's almost like a liquid tape. So I'm not going to say it's completely glueless, because glueless is me being able to take my wig off. But it's definitely for an extra hold. Okay. Spray isn't considered glue either. Well, adhesive. So it's like a liquid glue. Okay? If I take this and spread on my hand, it's a little bit too much. But then I take my dryer and wait for it to get tacky. That's the lace I had. Okay, so let me show you how this works. Spray. Lace. It melts like butter. Okay. Make sure it's in there. Blow dry. At this point, once it gets dry, you want to, this is where you're supposed to use your band. What I did with my band. I had my band laying right up here. Now I don't see it. Okay. I'm gonna use I think this is one of the long ones. But Luvme Hair has the elastic band. These slip off. They're good also, but they slip off. I was looking for the other band, but I don't see it. So you're gonna take your band, because it's dry now, right? And this is where you tie it down. If you're sleeping in it, it might slip. It's probably gonna slip off. If you're just around the house, this is good. And it's fashionable. It's cute. It's purple. Put a little band on. Once you give it maybe about 10, 15 minutes to hold down, to stick, to melt, to do whatever you need to do. Look. So it's a glue spray, but it's not as harsh as glue. You see how that's pulling my skin? It's on there. Extra hold. See how my wig is on? Extra hold. To remove it, I'm gonna use some oil sheen. Same thing with glue. Use a little bit of oil sheen. Let it activate. And it comes right off. You can get the remover, but oil works just as good. Now I don't put oil. If this was my scalp or my hairline, now I don't put oil in my hairline, which I needed it because it basically was suffocating anyway if you was using glue or whatever that you're using. Okay. Okay. Now, that's what I'm looking for. We're gonna take this off for a second. Remember, this is 16 inches. I don't know what inch this is, but it's the same exact wig. What we're gonna find out. It's glueless, same wig. I didn't put no makeup up under the bottom. We just gonna put it on. Huh? This one looser? Mm-hmm. I didn't tighten your band. Oh. Remember the other one when I tightened the elastic band? I didn't tighten your band, I just put it on. Now we got a longer one. Okay. We're gonna grab that measuring tape. Grab a piece from the top or middle. Find the number 1 inch. You want to make sure it's on the inch. And you want to drag it all the way down. So this wig is giving me, make sure it's tight. Oh, right here. $22 inches. I know it looks short, but your curl's tight. Haven't washed it, haven't put on no product on it, but it's 22. Lean forward. But once it stretches, it's going to be down her back. You want to keep this one? Don't, you're not going to worry me, Stacia. So now she want the long one. So we finna prep this one. You're not gonna worry me, Stacia. Go into that foundation. This is a 12. I'm going to the light one and a little bit of the dark one. Not too much. And you just want to use that brush. Want to do side part, middle part, or ponytail at the top? We can do ponytail at the top. Hanging in the back. Yeah. I'm gonna have a baby hair. You will have. You want baby hair? You also gonna have some hair hanging on the sides, okay? So it like be a ponytail right up here. Okay. Or you want the braids? She said it was loose, so I'm finna tighten it. Make sure this camera cleaned off. Okay. I tightened the band. I put the makeup on. Now this one is prepped. She want to do a ponytail at the top. So I'm gonna spray some holding spray. Get to see, baby. Yes, it's a beautiful curl. Jackie say I don't blame her. That's okay. I wear the short one. 16 is my new favorite length. I like it. Oh, the ponytail at the top. 22 inches best for me. 22 inches good for you. Well, Kanisha, your Amazon card, you really could just go to the Luvme Hair site and get everything you need from Luvme Hair. And then if it's, if it becomes a little pricey, you could break down the price. 20 is yours too. You like shorter lengths? It just depends on what I'm doing. So you're gonna take that hot comb the same way I prepped the other one. Being that she's doing a ponytail, I'm gonna just go ahead and just pull the hair back. I'm not gonna worry about saving this part that came in it. You have an option to have a part that come in your wig. But if you're changing it, comb that part out. Now the part's gone. Okay? Keep you a hot comb. If you do not have your hot comb, purchase one. Luvme Hair has hot combs. How it feel? It feel tighter? You want it tighter? Loosen it up. Okay. I love these elastic bands because you see how she says loosen it up. You don't get that option with the other ones. You can make it as loose or as tight as you need to, as long as it's comfortable. How that feel? That's good. That feel good? Okay. Pull this back because we don't need that hairline looking crazy. Now, I ask, how do you want it installed? She can do glueless, but she normally don't do glueless. So what you want to do? You want to glue? So I've explained the glueless part, right? We're going to do glue for her. But the first thing we're going to do, since I need to thin this out a little bit. I know they come pre-plucked, but sometimes you just want it to look a little bit more natural, because once you take out that first initial hair piece, you see how straight that is? Luvme Hair got tweezers, y'all, if you need them. You scared of plucking? Don't be scared. I like to take a little wax. Sorry, I use my wax. Luvme Hair has a wax stick. I'm so used to grabbing my stuff. Hold on. So that's what's up here. But Luvme Hair has a nice thick thing of wax stick. They have a real big one. It'll last you a while. It's just that wax stick. Brand new. It got a little lid on it and everything. Push it up, take that lid off. Come on, come on. It's sticking. Okay, it's off. And it smells so good. Okay, this is the wax. This is just going to control the hair. Okay? And you want to kind of do all your customization before you glue it down. And I'm pulling the wig out because she don't have no cap on or nothing, and I don't want this heat to really get on her. So if you're a toss over girl, toss it over. Whatever you choose. But we're doing we're doing a ponytail. So we're gonna start from the side. So you want to get your comb. You can pull tight. Pull behind the hairline. Don't keep moving in the same section. Pull, pull, pull. Move to the next section. Pull, pull, pull. Just that little bit. You see them lines right there? I wish I could zoom you in. We want this as thin because this is how we like it. Now, certain wigs, the hairline is a lot thinner. Okay? But if you come across a wig that's a little bit thick for you, that's all you got to do. Pull, 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 skip section. Nobody hairline is straight across the top. Unless you are a Barbie doll. You okay? Mm-hmm. Once you get them lines, go back into them fat pieces and pull. Pluck from them big pieces, it thins it out. Okay? Go back on this side. Mind you, she want baby hair. We're gonna do some baby hair. Don't come around. And I'm just speeding this up a little bit so we can get to the install. Now we don't have that harsh line. And this, what we pulled out, comb it back. Comb it back into the hairline. Look how soft that looks. You just want to randomly pluck around the front. Okay. Okay. Do not be scared. You gonna send me your wigs? You sure can. I'll design them, pluck them, and send them back to you. So she's gonna do glue. You won't take? She won't take too. Hold it back. Spray some alcohol. Cleans the hairline. It's a 7x6. I feel like she may need 2 strips. Mind you, she want hers glued down now. Okay. That skin is dry. Don't go this way. Put one right here. And if y'all follow me on IG, y'all will see her on my page a lot. She really let me do whatever I want to do to her hair. One right here. 2 strips. Take this one off. I'm gonna take this one off. My finger kind of touched right here, but that's okay. You're not gonna see it. Okay. I got a little spatula. Home. And I'm using my lace adhesive. Remember I told you I have my own product. This is what I'm using. Now what this does is if you lay your tape, once you put your cap down, your cap is above, in front of the hairline, okay? You can take your tape and lay the tape over the hairline. It's not gonna stick to your hair, it's gonna stick to the cap. Because then what you're gonna do is once you lay your glue in front of the hairline, you can swipe it back in the glue. That way the glue is not on your edges, it's on the tape. Okay? Let's go ahead and let's add some drops. I use 3 coats. Take my spatula and I'm gonna smooth it all the way across. You see how I'm going on top of the tape too? Now imagine if you was doing this on top of your edges. This is why your edges be running away. Because you're not supposed to do that. You gotta protect your edges. You could just put glue just in the front, but then you only just got a little bit of protection versus a lot of protection. Okay? And you want to make sure it's completely thin piece, thin strips. Take a dryer or just take something. But you don't want to lay that lace on it and it's white. Now it's clear. Let's go next layer. I normally use 3 layers. Go all the way across. If you happen to use too much, swipe it back. Time going by so fast. Oh my God. I got to give y'all time for question and answer. But I'm just giving y'all all these gems, honey. Kenny said, you love the Luvme Hair Workshop, no ads. I know that's right. It's okay, I'm sorry. You're going to need a part 2? You're learning? I'm glad.
We're going to have the Q&A session in 20 minutes. So
okay.
Everybody, if you have questions, be prepared.
Thank you. This is my 3rd layer. When I do my wigs, y'all, it literally takes me, what, 2 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes to install. That's with the complete braid down and installation. When Stasia comes, depending on what she wants, it might still take 2 hours because she'll never come for nothing. Never. But you want to get you some good glue. Okay. Now, once you got that tape on there, right? Don't just pull it down on the tape. Take your fingers if you can, but if not, that's fine too. You want to roll that lace down. And you want to comb, make sure that lace is completely flat, because you remember you got that tape on there too. Okay. Take your left hand shears, and you want to cut in a zigzag motion. Go back, reinforce. Hope I'm not blocking it. Cut in a zigzag motion. Zigzag motion makes it lay better versus going straight across the head. Okay. Okay. See that? We ain't even tied it down yet. Take my comb. She want baby hair. So I'm gonna go ahead and part her ponytail first. That way I kind of get an idea on where her baby hair is gonna go. This is 7x6. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go all the way around. You want the ponytail pulled back, or you want it to sit on top of your head? You want it to kind of like sit up so it fall over. Okay. Go all the way around. It's my ponytail. Baby hair, let's get into it. Luvme Hair, I got flat irons. Look. Double tap to turn on. Press and hold to turn on. Small button to turn up the heat. It goes to 460. I know the girls been into the baby hair. Look at the iron, and they get hot very, very fast. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a section like this. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see your You don't want to see the cap. Whatever you do, you don't want to see the cap. Okay. This baby hair is too thick. We're not doing that. Hold it, pluck down. Go inside. Thin it out. Thin it out. Baby hair should be very, very thin. Look at that. Very, very thin. Okay. Now I'm gonna go and I'm going to cut the baby hair. I normally would use a razor comb or like an eyebrow archer because I feel like scissors give it's too blunt. I go above the eyebrow. Above the eyebrow. When I take my Oh, thank you, Kenny. You met me at the pop-up. Good. Take this hot comb. I like to curl up. Some people curl down. I curl up. Trick that I use a dot of Gorilla Snot. Not a lot because I like soft baby hair. Gorilla Snot, and I use a little bit of the Nairobi foam. This is the Nairobi foam and Gorilla Snot. A touch, just at the root. It don't have to be heavy because we're gonna fluff them back out. Then I take that foam and put it at the end. What that curl is doing is already curling it. So it has like a natural swoop to it. It don't look forced. The baby hair should not look forced. That foam allows it to move as much as you need it to move until you get it to where you want it to be. Take my blow dryer. Dry it down. Okay? Dry it down. Now we're gonna do the other side. Why are people in my conversation? I keep losing my comb. Okay, we're gonna take a small triangle space. Pin that back. Take your tweezers. Go ahead and pluck this up. Because I missed this spot when we was doing the front. And you want to pluck down. Thin that out. Sometimes my clients not able to bring their wigs days before. Sometimes it don't even bother me they don't bring their wigs days before because I be so busy and so tired. I don't have them ready. But even if I have to do this during the appointment, it does not slow down my time. I've trained myself to have a time to where it's not gonna take long. Nobody want to be in a salon 4, 5, 6, 7 hours. I know I don't. The sooner I get you done, the sooner I get paid. That's what I always say. I cut above the eyebrow. That's because I just know how she like hers. You can make them as big, wide, short, however you like them. Take this, curl up. I like to curl up. Makes it easy for me. Take me a little bit of Gorilla Snot. This for the girls that like the baby hair. A little bit of foam. Not a whole lot of product. Touch in roots. Okay. Take that foam and let it work down the rest of it. And what that does is help being that the hair is curled up, it gives it a deeper curl. Curling down, I guess it doesn't give me what I want. I've tried curling down. I don't like curling down, so I curl up. Okay, look it up. Very thin. Use the blow dryer. Set it into place. Okay. Now it's set into place. Clean off my hand. She works in the warehouse. I gotta give her some extra hose. I'm gonna use my lace adhesive spray in the front. Right down. If you want the middle part, your part in the middle, use your wax stick, use your spray, mold it in the middle. I can't find my other band, but I'm gonna use this one. Just in the meantime. Sit back, baby. Tie it down so I can finish her style. Okay? Put the bands up here. Use the bands up here. Got a good rubber band. Just a second, love. Questions will be in a few minutes. Take this wax stick. Take my hot comb. I like to take my ponytails a little bit further. I like to use a product. Sometimes I like to use the braiding gel. So my ponytails could be real sleek. This me really styling her hair. Okay. Drop just a little bit. Be careful what braiding gel you use if you do this. The one I'm using is called Neat Braid. But it gives me that wax finish. And she chose ponytails, and I hate doing ponytails. Because once I see a buckle, I want to take it out. Okay. Make sure that ponytail is nice and tight, nice and neat. Now I got it. I'm gonna wrap it around. I'm not letting my ponytail go until I have all my rubber band gone. Because again, I don't like my ponytails to buckle. Y'all, sometimes I do my ponytail so many times, but I'm trying to make this nearly as perfect so we can stay on schedule. Now, I was going to do a butterfly braid, but she won't let me be great. Nice and tight. That ponytail is set. I'm gonna take me a piece of this hair, spray a little holding spray. Because we need to finish. Wrap it around the band of the ponytail. Make sure it's nice and neat. I don't know what you secure your ponytail with, but honey, I drop a lace glue. It's not coming out, so she take it down. Okay. Take that wax stick, go around the perimeter. Take you some holding spray around the perimeter. Take that hot comb, but you just want it to be neat. You just want to train it. Mind you, this is a closure. This is not a frontal. Okay. Now we could leave it big, or we could wet it down.
Hi, Nisey. I think we're gonna start getting some questions while you're doing the ponytail to save everyone some time.
That's fine.
I'm gonna share my screen since you're busy doing the hair. Just give me 1 second. Can everyone see my screen? Okay, so yeah, while Nisey is doing the final touch, we are having a Q&A session. So the Q&A session will be 10 minutes. If you have any questions, feel free to raise your hands on Zoom and we'll randomly pick someone to unmute their mic to speak. We have the instructions on the screen on how to raise your hands on Zoom. You can simply click reactions at the bottom of your screen and hit raise hand. So the left one is like a mobile version of how you raise hand, and the right is just on the desktop version, even on your computer. For the people who raise your hands, you will see a notification saying the host will like you to unmute if we pick you to answer. So now we're gonna pick people to ask questions.
Hi. So,
You can go first. You can go ahead, Jasmine. All right. So, my question was related to the foundation that you put on the wig. Which would you say is better, or does it matter at all if it's powder or cream? Cream. Okay. And the reason why I say that is because powder is ashy. Powder will give you like a white cast look, and you don't want that. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, so the question I have is, I've been wearing this wig. I've been spraying glue on it, thinking I'm doing glueless, but you told me tonight it ain't. But anyway, so now it's kind of looking like a helmet in the front of it, and so I was trying to figure out how to clean it without washing it, because I don't want to wash it because I want to wear it tomorrow. But should I? You said oil is good to getting this spray off the wig.
If you're not going to wash it, don't use oil. You're going to have to use alcohol. Okay. So you would have to wet it a little bit and use alcohol, because what you need is to actually get that product out of it. The only time that you will use oil, and when I say use oil, I meant to use oil to lift the actual lace, to take it off of your head. But if the front of the wig is hard and it's giving you a helmet, you may have to wash just the front of it just to get that product out of it.
Will the alcohol dry that lace and make it? Can it, well, after using a certain amount of time, can it dry that lace and help it make it tear?
No, it'll just be hard, and then every time that you put it on, it's not going to give you a natural look.
Oh, okay.
Any more questions?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
As far as the cutting shears, if you use the eyebrow razor, do you still have to do a zigzag, or will it automatically go in that pattern?
If you use an eyebrow razor, you just want to tap it. If you always want to use a fresh razor, but you always want to tap it. Don't cut straight across. You want to tap it, and it'll cut by itself.
And then still cut it like in the middle and go to both sides?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
With the foundation, is it just regular makeup foundation?
Yes. All foundation is makeup.
Well,
it don't have to be an expensive brand if that's what you're asking.
Okay.
It could be some, because mine I got from the hair store and it was $5.99. So it don't have to be an expensive brand.
Okay, and it's just regular foundation, like someone will put on their face.
Yes, but you want to make sure that it is the cream.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, this is Catalina. I have a question about whenever I'm very new to this. So whenever I have a straight wig and I'm trying to keep those flyaways down, or I'm trying to make the part more defined, I have used the wax before, but then it's like it's clumpy, or it's like several clumps of parts of the hair keep moving to the front, and it doesn't flow, and it doesn't look like it's soft anymore. So what am I doing wrong?
You want to use a little bit of wax, but you want to follow up with some holding spray and a hot comb.
Okay, that's what I'm missing. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any more questions? I see how that baby hair soft.
I have a question, please, with
Yes.
the tape. How far near the hairline do you use it, or do you put it on the hairline, the tape?
The actual tape, if you're putting it on top of a stocking cap, it's going to be on top of the hairline. That way you have room to put the glue, or you can put it on the hairline and like an inch above the hairline. If you're not using any stocking caps, you want to put it on only the actual skin. Do not put it on the hairline because that tape will pull the actual edges.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, Nisey. This is True Love Reigns, aka Daphne. I wanted to ask because I'm now getting into 13 by 4s. How would you know? Because the hairline usually eats, and HD is always giving scalp. But how would you know when to go in and to like pluck a little bit more to give a more like a natural, thinner look without plucking too much and not too little?
You have to see what works for you. If you feel like the hairline is too thick for you, then you will go in and pluck more. Like I kind of like look at different hairlines and how it looks, and if I want my hairline to kind of imitate it, I will make it thinner. So sometimes you can pluck, sometimes you don't have to. I have wigs I haven't plucked at all. So it really depends on what you like.
So do I always have to, like how you demonstrate, like would you recommend that I take that, instead of plucking it just like that, would you recommend that I, take a little piece of the hair out and then like pluck it behind the hairline like you did?
That's only if you want to pluck it. The only reason why I plucked this one is because we're doing a ponytail.
Okay.
And because we did a ponytail, I needed the front. I didn't need that harsh line. I needed to get rid of that harsh line. That's the only reason why.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Y'all have any more questions for me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So I have a problem every time I put like any type of adhesive, except for lace. The glue tends to do these little ball things. I don't know. I have dry skin, so I don't think it's oil in my skin that's causing it. Would you happen to have any idea like what will cause that? Like when I put the adhesive, it starts to give little balls automatically. I don't know why.
The actual glue is giving you little balls?
Yeah.
You might need to change the actual glue that you're using because my glue is soft as liquid. You should be able to spread it. So you may need to look into a different glue. Or the actual glue, it might be drying out.
Okay. Thank you. And safe delivery.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hello, I have a question. So it's about this ponytail because I loves me a ponytail. When doing a ponytail, is it easier to do the ponytail on the mannequin or on your head?
So it's easier to do it if you want to start it on the mannequin, it's better because you're able to get your parts exactly the way you want it. You're able to get as much hair as you want. Then once you get to the point where you have the mold of the ponytail, put a little hair clip on it, put it on your head. That way, once you pull it back into a ponytail, it fits your head and not the mannequin head.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, ladies. We hope you get your questions answered. And if we didn't get to your questions, feel free to post them in our Facebook group. I see a lot of people still raising hands. We're very sorry about it. Today's workshop is being recorded, so you can go back to the video later for anything Nisey mentioned or anything Nisey used in tonight's workshop. We also want to invite everyone to stay connected with us on Instagram. I see a lot of questions asking for Nisey's Instagram to stay connected. So Nisey's handle is NM Luxury Beauty Bar. N is a Nancy, M as a Mickey Mouse, Luxury Beauty Bar. And our Instagram handle is Luvme Hair. Don't forget to share experience on social media using our hashtags Love Me Hair, Love Me For You, and tag us and Nisey if you would like to share experience. And this is our Facebook group. A lot of you guys are already in the Facebook group, but if you're not, we would like to invite you to join our Facebook group. You know, if you haven't done so, please feel free to take a screenshot of this page. You can also search Luvme Hair Academy on Facebook and join from there. We encourage everyone to share their thoughts, share tips, and all things related to hairstyling in this group. And now I would love to, ask everyone to turn on their cameras and let's take a good picture, video together. Let's all wave at the camera at the same time and smile. On 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's perfect. Thank you guys so much. So now we have come to the end of this workshop. We want to thank each and one of you for joining us tonight. You have made this workshop very, very special. This is our 3rd workshop. We are going to have it more. We're going to actually planning to have it on every Thursday on every month, last Thursday or every month. We hope you found this training and discussion valuable and that you're learning new skills, ideas, and also making new friends. Before we sign off, here are very few, important reminders. Please keep an eye out on your email for a post-workshop survey. You will have to complete the survey to confirm your Luvme Hair gift package. Thank you for being a part of Luvme Hair community and have a wonderful night, everyone. Nisey, if you want to say thank you and say anything you want to say before we end the call.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the actual workshop. I'm glad y'all took the time out to spend time with me for these 2 hours. My handle was posted in the chat. Make sure y'all follow me. If y'all have questions, please feel free to send me a message. I don't bite. I'll definitely message you back. And I hope this workshop, it really helped you, and I hope that the future one helps also. Okay, and thank you so much. I'm so ready to get this baby out, y'all, but thank you so much. I gotta take a picture then. Thank you, ladies.
Have a good night.
Good night.